This is uranium ore, just a rock, found in the ground, in soil, even in seawater. And right now it's low-level radioactive, but with the right process, this can either fuel a city or destroy it. Let me show you how. Uranium has natural forms called isotopes, same element but different weight. The one we care about is called U-235. It makes up less than 1% of all natural uranium. The rest is U-238, which is too heavy and too stable to be useful for energy or weapons. Our whole story is about separating that 1%. First, the ore gets mined and crushed, treated with chemicals until it becomes a coarse powder called yellow cake. That yellow cake then goes through 2 more chemical reactions until it becomes a gas. Uranium hexafluoride, a white crystal that when heated slightly turns into a gas ready to be spun. Now here's where the magic happens. That gas gets pumped into machines called centrifuges. There are cylinders spinning over 1,000 times per second. The heavier U-238 gets thrown to the outside and the lighter U-235 stays in the center and gets collected. Now one centrifuge barely does anything, so you chain hundreds together, called a cascade, and run the gas through over and over until the concentration of U-235 keeps climbing. Now here's the important part. This is the enrichment scale. At 3 to 5%, you have nuclear fuel, enough to power a reactor and light up a city. Above 20% is highly enriched uranium, used in research reactors. At 90%, that's weapons grade. That's a nuclear bomb. This process is not linear. Getting from 0.7% all the way to 60% is the hard part. It can take years and thousands of centrifuge hours. But going from 60 to 90%, that last step, that can take weeks because you're almost already there. For peaceful energy, the enriched uranium gets converted into a fine black powder, pressed into ceramic pellets and loaded into a nuclear reactor. Controlled, safe, incredibly powerful. But if you skip that step, if you keep enriching past 90% and compress it into a metal core, you have the material for a nuclear weapon. Same element, same process, very different choice. That's why uranium enrichment is one of the most closely watched activities on the planet. Because the line between energy and weapon isn't a wall, it's a dial. And understanding how it works is a step to understanding why it matters.